there's always a risk of turbulence, but 2022 is pretty turbulent with Russia's invasion of Ukraine and a lot of volatility, and 2023. So I guess there's a lot of turbulence you can't anticipate. But what I would say is that Fed raising rates looks like it's not going to be contributing to turbulence. That's for sure.
And what do you make of the movement we've already had in yields? I mean, we were talking this morning about longer duration could be set to fall further on some of the yields, given what we're now hearing from the Fed. How should we be thinking about the Treasury curve stateside for next year?
Well, there have been a lot of moves in treasuries this year. And as recently as October, the Treasury 10-year Treasury yield was above 5, and now it's below 4. That's a big move. It was on my screen. It looked like a 20 basis point move in one day. Those are unusual, and we've had several of them this year. And yesterday was another one. Not to sound boring or simplistic, but yesterday tells you don't fight the Fed. And with the Fed saying the message is we think we're done, we're confident we're done, we're going to adjust policy, even with inflation in the twos. That is definitely shifting down the entire level of rates. That's for sure.
Richard, you've just gone there on the messaging from the Fed, so let me squeeze in a final question to you. What sort of communication does the Fed now need to deliver to markets next year? How does it need to think about carefully massaging its message?
Well, I think the one risk that is perhaps underappreciated is it is too soon to declare mission accomplished. Inflation can rise and fall for a number of reasons. I think the progress is real. But the reality is, there is some chance that inflation proves to be sticky and stubborn. And then that creates a challenge for the Fed, not only in communication, but in policy decisions. Now, I'm convinced the Powell Fed will do what it takes in the end to get inflation down towards a target. But there is a risk that inflation does not cooperate with the forecast next year.